So I'm going to show you how to finish the braided wall. And okay, I'm just going to say this right now. I had been like practicing with mine, and I was just making sure everything worked out, so that's why mine are like all crinkled looking. But these should be straight, and they're all relatively the same size. See how I'm straightening them out right here? So they're all pretty much the same size. There's a lot there. As you can see, you know, here's my head, and they're all bigger. But what you want to do is, once you get to this point, you're just going to start braiding them in the way that you would like. These were already once braided, so I'm trying to like get the colors back in the same order that they were in when they started. That I had, you know, when I had braided them the first time, and it's not working, so just hold on a second. Hopefully you do know how to braid. If you don't, please let me know. And I'll make a video for you, because I guess I'm just under the assumption that everybody does know how to braid. Maybe just because I've always known how to braid, and I thought everybody knew how to braid, but if you don't, just let me know, and I will teach you how to braid your little heart away. I'm just gonna keep braiding. Almost done. Okay, and as you get to the end, they're going to look a little bit uneven, but with your manipulations, they're going to straighten themselves out. It's a little, I'm not straighten themselves out, they're going to, like, reform themselves so that they're, like, long enough to do something with. It is a little tricky, because, like, as you can see right now, they're not all the same length, but you can, like, you know, kind of manipulate them around. But if you get to this point, and you've manipulated all that you can, and you see that they're still not all the same length, you can take some stitches out of the longer ones. So I'm going to take out a couple. Or you can, you know, just kind of pull the stitches around so that everything seems to, like, settle out. These all fit earlier. Oh, problem fixed. See, they're much better now. I knew I did something wrong. Okay, so now you're at this point, and everything's lining up perfectly. The hardest part about this project is actually informing the stitch. And if you have done other projects like this, where you've had to kind of like re-stitch the project together, then you kind of know what I mean. Hold on just one second. I just want to do this so that it all lines up. If you've ever done like the chain link project, which you should probably have done by now, or you've probably already done by now because you're advanced enough and you're like looking for something cool new to do, then you'll be set to go just about for this project. Okay, so you just want to arrange all the strings out so that you can see the tops of each of the circles. Then just take one finger and you just want to lay it over the top of that and kind of pinch it down really tight so that everything's in the way, so that nothing's like, you know, going the wrong way. Then you just want to start like arranging your colors. You don't have to go in the same way that you originally went. You can go a different way. I, however, am choosing to go the way that I went the first time. I just would rather have all of my colors lining up than not lining up. I gotta say, that is what I like better. So I'm just going to fold all these strands over. And this will also help you make sure that you catch everything. You don't have to worry so much about the project falling out on you, like the braid falling out on you as you're working, because it's already all stuck there. So once you get to this point, just take your strands that are on the end, and you just want to move them back through. Again, they don't have to be in this order. If, you know, one pink one is over here and the other one's over here, that's fine. It really, really will not matter. As long as everything is eventually back in the project and it all fits and you can pull the stitch, then you're good to go. I just manipulated this to the way that I wanted so that my colors did all line up again. But this is the second project of this that I've ever made, so that is another reason why I'm having them all do that. You know, that I manipulated them myself this way, and it took me quite a while. It took me about 5 minutes, as you watched happen, to rebraid it. Okay, so once I've finished that stitch, you just want to pull your finger out of there, and now you don't have to worry about things falling out. I mean, the braid will come out a little tiny bit, but you do just want to tighten this up. And as you tighten it, it will tighten that braid, so you don't have to worry about, you know, if it was loosening, it'll retighten itself. So see now that it's like, wow, retightened there. Just do your second stitch now to lock it into place, as usual, as with everything that I tell you to do. Well, not everything. For the most part, I always say lock that stitch in place. So I'm just going to lock it into place, like so. And then I'm from the South. No, I'm not from the South. I think I've done that before. I started talking like that, and then I said that I was not from the South. I have a teacher who's from the South, and sometimes he says things that are just so Southern. Like, he said har, he said hair. He meant to say hair, and he said har. It was funny, but okay. So as you can see now that I've done a second stitch, it does definitely, the stitch itself looks a lot better. Before it was, you know, kind of twisted and stuff, but there's a second stitch, and I'm just going to keep doing the stitch, and then I'm going to end it by burning the ends. So now you have a completed braided wall project. It is pretty tricky and hard. I think I might have done about 150 to 200 stitches of this. I'm not sure. I did work on this one on the plane, which is actually pretty funny because when I made my first one, I made it on a plane ride, and I was going to Hawaii at that point, so I made it on that plane ride. But this time I made it on my plane ride to Las Vegas for college orientation, and it was so hard to not finish it because I just was dying to finish it, and my mom was like, you know, oh, you know, you're almost done, but I wasn't almost done, and I really wanted to finish it, but I didn't have my computer, so I couldn't film. I just was going for the weekend, and I didn't really want to bring my computer for the weekend because if you travel, you know how much of a pain a computer is to travel with for like a weekend. I mean, it wasn't really worth it, but so yeah, just keep doing the wall about as much as you did on this side, or more or less, whatever you'd like, and then burn the ends, and you are finished. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. You can message me or comment below, and I'll be back soon with more videos. Bye, guys.